He presided over a 90% rise in the stock since he took over, but that has trailed what we saw from the S&P.
Yes, I mean, for years, Amex was a very strong performer. The last few years, it's been a little tougher for them.
Yes.
They've had a lot of competition, whether it's from the established firms like J.P. Morgan has really gotten into the prime card space, or it's upstarts like a PayPal. They've been kind of facing competition from all sides and certainly have had some challenges trying to deal with that.
So I remember, I'm looking at the chart of the stock here in early 2016, like a couple of years ago. People were really starting to panic about this company. I think they were losing a bunch of deals that they had with people. People were cutting out business. The stock's actually rebounded pretty nicely. It's pretty close to its all-time highs again. Is there a sense that they're back on the right track after some pretty high-profile hiccups? Yeah,
you had the Costco deal, which really panicked people, but certainly they have kind of established. They also released earnings today. They boosted their full-year guidance for that. So I think they are in a better spot right now, and I think Chenault did not want to leave in the middle of that turmoil. So they are. He spoke to that in the press release about the handoff, saying that they feel like they're on firm ground right now to do this. They're going to do it in February is when it's going to happen.
So it's the right time.
It does feel a little more stable these days.
Is there anything specific that they did, in terms of what they cited as how they've got to this point of stability versus it was panic a couple of years ago for investors in terms of course correcting and getting back on track?
Well, I think with the appointment of Squeri, you're seeing, he ran the corporate card business, which is still their largest business. And you've seen them kind of lean on that business a little bit lately. So I think, the fact that they're picking an insider who's been there 30 years does say something about the point they're at and how they feel about the stability. And you have Warren Buffett, one of their biggest shareholders. He seems to be on board with the appointment based on the quotes he's given.
If you said there were questions being asked about what would happen as far as the leadership change, the structure, who would step into this position. There was an untimely death, of course. We had executives leave as well. So there were a few questions being asked. Do you think anything changes materially? I know you said he's obviously been a significant part of this business for a long time already. Is it continuity in terms of the direction of the company now as a result of this change?
Yeah, I think there will be some continuity given the amount of time he's been there. We'll see. I'm sure he has some ideas of his own of how to take on these challenges, and the business is changing very rapidly. Rewards are becoming a bigger piece and are becoming more expensive for these companies. You have these upstarts like some of the fintech firms. So there's a lot to navigate here. But as you say, they're picking somebody who's been there a while.